Hey everybody, Nick from Mossy Creek with this week's fly fishing forecast. Today is Monday, May 23rd. Holiday weekend's on the way. We've got a reset of temperatures. It feels a little bit more like spring. Looks like an awesome week ahead. If you look at the kind of the 10-day forecast from here, we're looking at chances of showers and thunderstorms just about every evening. So right now water levels kind of across the board, mountain streams, spring creeks, and the river are all in really good shape. But we're going to keep an eye on those potentials for severe storms. If we get isolated showers in certain places, we could see quick kind of flooding conditions where streams are unfishable for a short period of time. So keep an eye on gauges and some of that stuff. If we see stuff in the next couple days, like tonight we've got pretty good chance of maybe some severe storms. If we get stuff that's like really obviously blown out in places, we're going to let you guys know. But like I said, keep an eye on those gauges. So the Shenandoah River is in awesome shape. It's nice and clear. Flows are like right about average. If we can stay away from some of these really heavy rains, it should be great for the next few weeks. Looks like most smallmouth are done spawning. Few smaller, less mature fish are still guarding fry, but we're seeing a lot of fry in different places. So great sign for the spawn. Doesn't look like any of the too high water over the last couple weeks did much damage. So looking great kind of moving forward. Fish aren't quite in their like typical summer spread out spots. Be fishing some of those deep, faster riffles. A lot of times you'll find some of those really big mature fish sitting on the bottom of a quick run behind a rock or just sitting down there waiting for food. So that can be a great place to fish, that quicker water, lots of white bubbles. We call it diamond chop. You'll find a lot of those big fish this time of year, so don't overlook that. Crayfish patterns like clawdads, grim reaper, different bait fish patterns, all of those should be pretty good. If we get some higher flows from rain later in the week, sink tips or just faster sinking flies will be good if that water's a little bit higher. Don't count out topwater. We'll still have some pretty good topwater days this time of year. Swimming frogs, even some cork bugs and that kind of thing can be really effective. So smallmouth fishing looks awesome. A lot of the big mature largemouth in the river are spawning right now. You'll find them over the next few weeks in some of the big wooded areas. Slower water typically than you're going to find a majority of the smallmouth. Catfish are full of eggs, they're spawning too, so a lot of good life in the river. It's been awesome. We can't wait for the summer and just kind of hope that we get good water flow throughout. So if you got any questions about that stuff, let us know. We anticipate a lot of people being on the river this holiday weekend, and so if you get out there, have fun, be safe. Up in the mountain streams, water's in awesome shape. Brook trout streams are full and fishing great. It's a good sign for going into the spring and the warmer months that we'll have some good water. At this point, a lot of those brook trout have seen most of our bigger flies. We're seeing drakes, some sulphur still left over, a lot of little yellow stones, some Cahills. You can match some of those specific hatches that you see certain days, but general attractors like stimulators, humpies, limeades should do the trick. You can fish a dropper, but a lot of these days, you start fishing that dropper, catch your first few on a dry, and it's easy to cut off that nymph and just try and catch them on top. So water looks great, especially if we get a couple more shots of rain. I would take advantage of that brook trout fishing while you can. There's a lot of years where we're already getting low and hot, and that fishing's marginal. So it's great. Go take advantage of it. Spring creeks are fishing awesome too. Waters look great, a little bit off colored on Mossy and Beaver, some of those places, so not like gin clear and super spooky, but awesome water flows. If we get more of this rain, if we get high muddy water for a couple days, pull out your big streamers, go to Mossy, don't let that keep you at home. It can be an awesome time to find big fish. Monday last week, very little visibility on Mossy. We had some clients that still wanted to go fishing, and we caught some of our biggest fish of the year just fishing dark, heavy streamers. So it can be a great time for those browns to go on the hunt. If we stay good and clear and good water flows, dry fly fishing's getting pretty good. We're having tricos pretty much every morning. I had some clients the last couple days. We saw some fish rising and caught them on beetles. I haven't really seen many beetles around the banks yet, but fish are starting to fall for it, so terrestrial fishing's coming soon. So, keep that dry fly box handy, walk the bank, look for those undercuts and those heads popping up. If you see one fish, if you're streamer fishing, say you see one head pop up, might not be worth your time to just start blind fishing dries, but by all means, if you see a fish kind of getting a rhythm, maybe take a step back, see what's going on, change your game there, and we can have some great dry fly fishing. So we'll keep our fingers crossed for just enough rain throughout the week. If you need help kind of spreading out or hitting new water this weekend, give us a call. We're always happy to help. We look forward to an awesome week of fishing, and we'll talk to you next time. Thanks.